EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go, Shaq. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Patriots at 4-6 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. $13 on the return there after a punt of 57. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had the play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Ready up.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's another carry for Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Yellow. Hey, Ridley.
Moore, the man in motion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Caught on the slant, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Sky Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he comes back with one complete.
On the move past the 40.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes on the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. We're down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
George Karlaftis
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9 now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a give, running left is Harris. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown! Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Mahomes.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down. You've got to pump this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Mahomes.
And this is going to be intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this one is right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Mahomes to throw it. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Mahomes.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Pats, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.